Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Colleen. Today I'm going to be channeling the Andromedan Collective. This is my soul origin group, and we've been in contact for several years, my whole life, in fact. But more recently, I've come to know them more clearly and been channeling the Andromedans here on my YouTube channel, as well as other archangels and often Metatron. So today I'm going to be bringing through the Andromedan Collective to help answer some questions about the new Earth. And while we're all sitting here waiting for this flash of light, I want to also share that it's happening right now. As we've been receiving these solar flares, we're up to G3 and G4 flares yesterday, today, tomorrow, and it's supposed to be coming in even more fully at the end of April. So if you're waiting for some big catastrophic event, the guides, the Andromedans, said in a couple channelings ago that it's not going to be some massive thing. It's rather subtle. In fact, that for this first wave of the solar activity, it's going to be more electrical. And so while most countries haven't had major power outages as of yet, it's integrating into our physical body and in our DNA structures, starting to light up. And so all of this is happening now. If you are sitting on the edge of your seat, waiting for something bigger, more obvious, know that it is going on. And to whether you're out in the sun or not, we are receiving. It's affecting us energetically all the time. And so I've prepared a few questions to guide the channeling today, and I welcome your participation. If you have questions, please do put them in the comments below, and I will use them in next week's channeling. So today I've prepared, what can we do to stabilize our life experiences for a smooth transition year ahead? We all know that this is the transition year, as well as going into 2026. And hopefully by 27, 28, we're going to be seeing and experiencing the new Earth systems. And so to go with this question is, what support is best used within us and externally? But rather than giving our power away, as we often have, begging other forces, asking angels for divine assistance, all of that is um, definitely supportive, and they are here en masse, as they've said through my channel and many others out there sharing this information, similar information. They're here en masse supporting us, yet connecting with our inner wisdom, with our own stabilization, our own abilities and within is the primary importance. Okay, and then the next question is, what steps can we take to start to form the new hospitable, to form the hospitable new earth? So let's see what they would like to come in and say. I'll just take a moment to tap in, to connect, and bring them forward. What I do is I go up into the cosmos, into the void area where I meet them halfway, and then they come through. I use the Merkaba field to go up and stabilize my energy to hold me in that state for long periods of time. So if you've not yet activated your Merkaba, I do have another video on that in my channel if you're interested to learn that system that I learned from Drunvalo Melchizedek, who's been teaching this stuff for many decades. I believe it's probably the most sincere and authentic Merkaba explanation and activation sequence. So please feel free to check that out after this. What I'm doing now is opening my 8th chakra, which is surrounding yourself in your own divinity. This is something else that I also often demonstrate on these videos. Hello, hello, dear beloved ones. We are with you now, and we have heard the questions. We welcome your interaction. We are so pleased to be with you in this remarkable time on Earth and for the evolution of humanity. And so, as we go into the first question of how to stabilize your experience and have a smoother life transition into the next periods of humanity, and we know that you all are wishing to follow what is being called the organic timeline. Yes, indeed, this is a beautiful higher dimensional. We won't give it a number or a specific name, but just knowing that many higher frequencies are now grounded on the earth and helping to stabilize your, shall we say, higher frequency DNA structures and those particles within your own body that are of a starseed nature, as you might want to refer to them or identify. And they are, yes, among so many different populations of the galaxies that have seeded your soul and your human form in all of these abilities, which were laying dormant for many aeons, now coming to life, lighting up and becoming activated, yes, through the solar flares and through the new frequencies as you move through the photon belt, the photon layer, as your planet is in a brand new orbit and all new frequencies not yet seen in such a very long time. We assure you this is gentle. This is all designed to be accommodating of your physical experience. And while some of you may be having adjustments to your body, maybe feeling extra tired, maybe eating less or eating differently, or coming into a realization of what kind of nutrients and food sources you prefer and don't prefer that may be very different from how you have been living. These are all indicative of the new energies. And so we encourage you with the support that you ask about within and externally, but within your own body, listening to the body is the most intelligent form of information you can gather and use for your own experience right now, is not from any external dietary or nutritional supplementary doctors and nutritionists out there, but to tune into your own body. What do you feel good when you eat? What is your body calling for? And while that may range for many people from plant-based to vegetarian, vegan, and even animal proteins, we know there are some people who do need that variety. And so we do not judge what you choose to use in your internal body for the nutrients to stabilize your energy, because there can be, as you're stabilizing, there can be some uncomfortable transitions. We have noticed many people are going with headaches or ringing in the ears or being extra tired. And then at the same side of that, staying up very late and being highly energized. And while this might sound or feel very manic, know that it is your body adjusting and that to allow it, it is all okay. It is all happening as it's needed. And when you can, when possible, to rest when you need to, go to bed earlier and allow yourself to sleep in without any guilt. Cuddling with your beloved pets and family members is also highly desirable at this time, to surround yourself in the lightest, very loving frequencies of love and kindness that you can foster in your day-to-day. This is the best advice we have for guidance in using your internal systems, is to just be very gentle. And we also know that the power of meditation and sitting in stillness is extremely important to foster and develop your spiritual connection, your connection to your own divinity and with your higher self. This you can keep in mind as an ultimate goal, is to be in union with the higher self and bringing all of that love into your own heart, keeping your own internal heart flame burning strong. And this is going to keep you centered and able to make decisions in your communication and in your interactions with all of those that you encounter daily. As the energies are fluctuating quite heavily now on the earth, these will help maintain your frequency and to give yourself that grace, that a permission, if you will, to make mistakes and keep learning and adjusting as you go, adjusting how you respond to difficult situations and challenging interactions. Allow yourself the grace that maybe you won't handle it so perfectly every time, but you will gain a momentum and through practice how to engage in a more heart-centered approach and literally stepping back. If you are encountering any kind of clashing or head-to-head kind of ego clash with people, then the best thing we can suggest is stepping back, disengaging. This will help bring you into the neutrality, into what we have heard as 0 point. 0 seems to be a ongoing theme with the planetary alignments, all in a 0 degrees with Aries as well. The 0 neutrality point is highly intelligent and something that you can call on to use to balance your internal frequencies. And we move to external supports. Know that we are with you energetically in light body all around. Many people are capturing our essence, our sacred geometries and light bodies on film and cameras recently. And we do love seeing all the variety of new evidences of all of your neighbors, your galactic brothers and sisters and family coming to join you in this tremendous, exciting time. And we are also cheering you on and supporting energetically from the unseen, from the etheric energy realms. And things will become more visible as the months and years progress. You will not even recall how times used to be, because everything is shifting, as it's known in many ancient communities of the time of the world upside down. In this one's shamanic training named Pachacuti. Pachacuti is world upside down, where things appear to be not making sense or shifted inversely, yet it is actually the inward, the inverse in your own internal body that is the upside down part. So where rather than being so external and using the ego mind, you are all becoming activated in your heart centers to be much more embodied within your physical experience. And this harmonic resonance, this harmonious experience of engaging with others and engaging with the earth energies and cosmic energies, which are blending and folding and wrapping together on to the earth plane in across the planet. This is what is happening that you are sensing and feeling, and aided swiftly by the plasma of the sun in the solar flares. And so there is nothing to worry. Everything is happening in time, in good timing, as planned, as predicted, and the evolution is going very well, very harmoniously, and more greater and greater amounts of people may not understand all that's happening, but they are feeling it. And it will just be like a seamless, smooth transition into more and more people lighting up in their own light body once they are starting to experience their awareness at higher levels. This is what is coming in with more clarity, clairvoyance, clear understanding of themselves and situations, and even bigger, shall we say, existential phenomenon of life and what it is you are living out and experiencing here in schoolroom earth. More and more people will start to see that it is all about the lessons. And that leads us to your further question about coming into the new earth frequencies and what actions can you take feasibly now to start creating it. Because yes, the work will be done by all of you on earth, all of the humans on earth with our assistance. It's not like you need to reinvent the wheel. We are already disseminating information to those scientists and people who have the ability to create certain generators and devices, we say, that will help build a more sustainable existence in harmony with nature. And so as you see the old systems coming down, coming crashing and tumbling down, do not, we want to say, without sounding like a fear, but do not place your attention in that direction. We encourage you, the steps that you can take now are to stay centered within yourself. Don't look at the chaos and the drama, because that will only energize more fuel to those storylines. And if you want to not be in that storyline, if you choose to be in the more organic and new earth system, then you can also begin by connecting with people, speaking about it openly, as many people might still be hiding this perception or afraid to speak about it freely, as in past times where you may have been persecuted or put down or called irrational, or any other lesser favorable names for this kind of intangible way of thinking is more popular. It is the way forward. And the more you can speak about it with others, the more acceptable it becomes. And fear not for losing face with others. You can approach it gently, but also don't try and push it on other people. If they ask, if they inquire, then we say you can likely proceed with it. But as this one has found out, it is not something that everyone is interested in. And so we point your discernment to this area where you can share to a certain extent when people are interested and ask, and you can do a slight probing and mentioning a few things here or there without sounding ludicrous or out of the ordinary for those people who are just starting to adjust with this. But again, we say that many people are adjusting to this way of thinking, but are still yet afraid to speak of it. And so we do encourage you to feel more free to speak your mind and ideas and build the communities and the harmonious relationships that are in support of all manner of people and abilities. With the onset of more claircognizance and telepathy coming into the planet, onto the planet, into your bodies now, this will become commonplace for many, many people and looked at as an asset, as a skill set. And you will see how life starts transforming and transmuting into new ways. So it is a period of transition. It is a time to hold on, dear ones, hold on to your own stability inside and trying to, as much as possible, adjust your mind, which is still set in the reptilian brain mode, the parasympathetic nervous system on high alert, and those kinds of old systems of the limbic brain are not going to be in use as much anymore. And so as you adjust and practice calming them, and you will then begin more and more moving out into the other areas of your neocortex and the visionary and poetic and beautiful brain of the neocortex in bringing kindness, light, and beauty to the earth, to all the people. Through your own actions, one by one, each of you activates the other. And this is part of the process. You will start experiencing more and more. So whatever you can do in your life to calm things down, take a period of time out during these transition years, if at all possible. If you can support yourself for a time as you move through this, where you disengage and be with yourself more and seeing who you really are without the stress of life. Remove yourself from as many situations as you can from that, so you relearn who you are and to see your energy from a different vantage point. Know that we are with you. Many, many beings are here, and the Andromedans, we have a very special relationship with Earth humans, as we are a large part of your creation and your school life, your experiential school on Earth in its development that came from our galaxy as a shall we say, spin-off from the Andromeda galaxy. And so we are always in communion with you. We are always sending our love and well wishes to you. And know that we are here and supporting. You can contact us, you can communicate with us at any time, and any of your soul ancestry that you may have an affinity and encountered with. Please do reach out and begin to hear and communicate in your own ways, as this is all becoming more and more frequency available. And with that, we send our love and blessings to all to remain calm, centered, and finding the beauty and kindness all around you. Hmm. Ah, okay. Wow, I think they did a pretty good job at hearing the questions, and I'm kind of in the background, so I'll also need to listen to the replay to hear what they said. So I will leave with that, and please do add your questions for next week's channeling of the Andromedan Collective. And check out my links below if you're interested in guidance and help for your own transformation. I can say that I have literally used every modality out there for my own life transformation and bringing more positive ways of seeing life and learning to live in this world. And it was shamanism that is definitely the most powerful, gets to the root of issues. And I highly encourage you to check out my work as heart-based shamanic energy medicine healer. It is highly transformative and very gentle if you are seeking to make those kinds of shifts in your life. Lots of love to all until next time.